The proverbial quiet before the storm, if you will. In November of 2000, Valve releases Ricochet, one of the few flops that they've ever made. Later that month, the juggernaut that is Counter-Strike comes out, a title that nailed its gameplay from the beginning and has barely changed over the last 20 years.
Can't make it, the shit's stuck. Out of my way, son! Door stuck! Door stuck!
Truly a timeless masterpiece.
I beg you!
In 2003, Valve released a piece of software that would single-handedly change online stores and gaming forever. Steam is a digital distribution service that was originally meant as a way for Valve to easily update and patch their games. It just recently turned 20 years old and is currently the biggest PC digital storefront in the world. This was a very formative time for Valve. As it was after Steam was released, Valve became their own publisher, and the company transitioned into a flat organization. In other words, they have no investors that they have to please. And that means they could also make whatever they want as long as they have the budget for it and the will to do it. Employee desks all have wheels so they can freely choose between which projects and departments they want to work on. It was around this time that the Gold Source engine was rolled out to pasture, and they started development on a new, more powerful engine that Valve would use for all their future games.
Achieved with
This would later become the esteemed Source engine. In May of 2003, two things happened. Day of Defeat was released, a World War II Half-Life 1 mod, which was pretty good, well received I would say. But more importantly, the announcement of Half-Life 2 with a scheduled release date of September later that year. The greatest game is coming back, baby. But things weren't gonna be as smooth as Valve would want them to be. Half-Life 2 went through more revamps and overhauls than its predecessor. At one point, the game was almost complete, but due to the dark tone, it was scrapped. This was known as the Half-Life 2 beta. Lots of people are still interested about it to this day, but all these overhauls take time, so it's only natural that they announced a delay. Valve knew that they weren't gonna meet that September deadline, and thus it was announced without a new release date. Fans were not pleased. Some of them did nice, wholesome things and sent death threats to Valve. And the final shit cherry on top of this was a source leak by a hacker who got into Valve's network. He ended up leaking parts of the unfinished game online for everyone to see. This, understandably, caused even more delays. Fun fact, Gabe worked with the FBI and caught the guy by offering him a fake job at Valve. It was a rough time to say the least. Many blood, sweat, and tears at the company's part to try to fix all these problems. The bright side being, it was all gonna be worth it, even if they didn't know it yet.